Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with day 28 of Off the Board with Pineapple Papers, a hop started by Crystal Barrett with Pineapple Papers. And here is my pin from Pinterest, and this is by Claire, and it says on the one thing Hawkins, and then it had a different name right there, but Claire. It's by Claire. And I honestly went searching for this and just typed in Market Square by Maggie Holmes because I wanted to find some unique ways to use this collection because it's a little different than my normal. Lots and lots of floral, lots of barnyard horses, things of that nature. I typically don't have anything to scrapbook that has a whole lot to do with horses, even though I do live in horse country. But, so I have the Market Square paper pad. I have these sticker sheet where you can tell I've already used some. I literally got this today, and I've already used some of this. These are the Alpha Ephemera. I'm not going to use any of those. I did use a couple on a layout earlier today. And here's the puffies, and they're so cute. I mean, they're just so cute. And I've used a few of those too. And the page I use them on will be the page that this picture will face. And then those are their little enamel shapes. Oh, and then I have some scraps. And I thought I'd use some of those, but I don't. I do use scraps, so I'm not breaking my 2022 goal. And then the picture I have is this one of my kiddo in his class. So I've got my papers, my ephemera, and stickers, the picture, and this pin. So let's see how this goes. So, y'all, I have to say that because I'm scrapbooking something country. No, I'm just kidding. I literally picked the papers that she used in her layout. I mean, like, down to the little itty bitties. Now, I didn't pick all the little pieces that she uses for tucking. I did not fussy cut because it looks like she fussy cut the hot air balloons and some florals from the paper. I didn't do that. I did cut this green paper down to, I think it's about 8 inches, not including the torn bit. And I cut it to 9 inches widthwise. And I turned it over like that because I wanted that further down piece, but came down a little bit further. It's kind of hard to determine how big her papers are, but her layout is so cool. And I found another one she did with the same collection. Oh, when I am not exhausted, I will be doing it. There was some stitching involved, and even though I don't do much stitching, I will for that because it was so cool. So I will, if I don't do it before the end of the month, then I will do it for an off-the-board pineapple papers or just a random scrapbooking and scrap lifting kind of thing. So I cut these cut-aparts out, and I cut the ones down that I'm not necessarily all that fond of, or I'm not exactly sure how I might use them. Like one of them's got carrots on it, and that green one right there has horses on it, which of course is fitting for this layout. So my kiddo is, at the time, was in 5th grade, and every year the 5th graders in our area go to Keene, which is the local track. Right, they have lots of things there, but they have horses and they have races there and things like that. And so that is what this picture is. It's a group picture, and I'm not blurring anything out because it's like not the greatest quality picture. So I can barely, if I didn't know it was my kid, then I wouldn't know. So that's why I wasn't worried. Normally, if I've got a class picture or picture with some kids in it that I don't know very well, I do not post those, or I'll blur them out or cover them. So anyway, while I was yammering, I have this paper that I have curved up the end on the top left, just like she did. Looks like hers was like probably not from the project pad or from the paper pad because it was double-sided. I took a hickory smoke and inked the entire parameter of that paper, especially leaning heavy on the part that was curved up. And then where the bottom is, before I pinned it down or tacked it down, I made sure to put the little floral bit. And so now I'm just putting these little triangular shapes, kind of like she did, the same concept. And I've inked all of the pink ones with the hickory smoke. I don't ink the florals because I think there's enough color and it's just kind of like an accent. So it's not like I want to be drawing too much attention. And in her layout, she does not have a triangle over here on the right side, I don't believe. But I just felt like it needed it because there was something everywhere else. So I go ahead and put a pink one over here, and I'm going to bring in a little itty bitty piece of that floral paper as well. Kind of makes it more symmetrical to me. But hers had a lot of other different things on it that I did not add. Her layout was just stunning. So I am going to put this itty bitty little triangle of that floral pattern, just enough to bring that out. There's a little peekaboo of it there, and now I've got it in 3 places. So I'm cutting my picture down to a 4x4 because there was a ton of like that stone ground, the stone pathway. I didn't need all that, but I certainly didn't want to cut out any of the background, like at the top. So this one right here, this tag I'm using right here is like super floral. And then that little teal colored one that's back in the back is like carrots. Now, that's fitting for horses because the horses like the carrots. So, but, you know, I don't really want carrots on the layout. So I'm really just using it as a layering bit. And I tuck it, and you can't even tell that it has carrots on it. That one in the middle has like a floral. And then, of course, the green one has horses. And then that yellow one is floral. So I'm just going to tuck everything around so you can see the carrots there. And start getting things laid down. And I love doing this. It's hard for me sometimes to cover all this stuff up because I feel like I'm wasting. But if it's something I may not ever use, like the carrots, then it's fine. So I find this little cut apart that's got a horse on it. And I'm trying to maneuver to where the green tag with the horses on it is still showing. But I also want to not cut off the letters in the word horse that's on that little cut apart, because when I first started laying it down, I had it over so far all it said was ho. not appropriate. Not appropriate. Oh gosh, so I moved it over and covered more of that yellow tag, which I'm perfectly fine with. That's a little bit more florally than I'm prepared for. So I found this little thing that says best day ever. And while I am sure it was not really the best day ever, my son did have a really good time. They got to learn things about the horses, about racing. They got to learn things about, how to feed them and brush them. They got to brush the horses, and he loved that. Again, I'm cheating. It looks like she fussy cut the hot air balloons. I just used my puffy stickers, and I am okay with that. I am not at all sad. So I put those on there, and I think I'm going to add a few other little this and that. Okay. So I want to she has like a little cluster up in the top. Yep. And so I took a piece of the pink. I made a little fishtail out of it. I inked it with the gray like I did, or the hickory smoke like I did with everything else. And then I took a little piece of this floral paper and made a fishtail out of it as well. And I was going to just layer it directly on top of the pink, but changed my mind. I wanted a little bit more oomph up there. So I add this little horsey puffy. Isn't it cute? And then I'm going to add like some flowers, some puffy flowers. And I think I'll end up adding some flat sticker flowers. I do a little bit more on this than I usually do. I add this other little horse over here. Like, I don't have anything else for 2019, and I haven't seen a horse in 2022 yet. So, I mean, I know you don't have to have a horse in your picture or whatever to scrapbook a horse, like pictures and stickers and stuff, but I don't know. I just felt like if I could use up the majority of the horses, then I would just need to think about how in the world I'm going to use up like ducks and lambs and stuff. So I put this horse with the ribbon and stuff on it because they are in the winner's circle at Keene. So, I mean, I thought that was appropriate. Plus, there's a horse in the inspiration. And so I thought that I would put that bigger one there. And then I get out the enamel dots or the enamel shapes really. And I just put a different color in each of these 4 tags that are showing. I tried to do something like a contrasting color to whatever was on the tag. So the yellow has a blue, the pink has, maybe that pink and might have pink in it. I can't tell from here. And then the green with the horse has a yellow one in there. And then I'm going to use these alphas to do my title. And so the title of this is going to be A Real Keene Day. And I know that you're probably thinking, that's not how you spell Keene. But they're at Keeneland. And that's how you spell Keeneland. Keeneland. So, see, I promise you, I know how to spell. I thought I'm going to have to tell them why I'm doing that, because I don't want them to think that I don't know how to spell. Not that I have not totally jacked up something before. I did a Disney layout video once and spelled like I totally messed up tomorrow and put 2 M's and 1 R or something crazy like that, and I had to go back and fix it. So, you know, it's fine. But no, I did not misspell it. I did that on purpose. So then I just start adding stickers. I use so much. I literally got this today, you all. And look at all that stuff I've used up on here. I'm so excited. I love when I get something and I use it. Like, yeah, I'm not hoarding it. I'm not hoarding it like I am my Spectrum sherbet that I have not yet used. I mean, you all, come on. Encourage me. Tell me to use it because it's so pretty. I'm going to use it, I promise. Okay. So, let's see. So now I've got all of that on there. Oh, I decided I'm going to go ahead and do florals above this little pink floral cut apart, because there's all these huge pink and yellow florals on this. And I'm not necessarily, like I said, a floral person. So I feel like if I use them now, there's going to be a time. And she had a ton of florals. And I feel like it helped open up, fill up a little space right there between the top of that and that first air balloon. So there it is, you all. Here is her version of it again. I mean, I love how she did this. I don't know how she did all those different things on there. It's super cool. And I love this concept, and I love how this turned out. And so it is, it was fun to work on. So I hope you all go below and in the description box, where there will be information on all of the other people who are hopping along with Off the Board with Pineapple Papers. And I hope you'll come back and see me tomorrow, Friday, for the next one. And then Saturday, I will have another one, as well as I will have my 5th and last kind of video for the courageously crafting, scrapbooking through the hard stuff. So I hope you'll come and join me for that. You can find all those videos on my channel. And I hope you all have a great day, and happy scrapping.